Say hello to the Fluffy Compound, the first ID buzz in North America. Car's more documented than half my family. It's a little Dodge collection here. They're rare, they're cool, they're fast, and if I want to go take a drive right now, I can. I'm a huge Ric Flair fan, okay? I'm not just saying,
Really?
I'm a huge huge, and I'll show you just how big.
All right, let's go do it. Life is all about,
Woo!
man.
All right, welcome to Wrestling Corner. And the reason why I call this Wrestling Corner is because not everyone is into wrestling. And since I had this space and I didn't know what to do with it, I had a lot of wrestling memorabilia and photos from over the years. And I says, you know what? I'm only gonna bring wrestling fans to this part of the building so they can see this. And I've had a few people here. I had Chris Jericho here. I had Stone Cold's been here. Kalisto's been here. X-Pac has been here. So, you know, it's been really, really cool to have these guys come out and like.
I bet they loved it. MJF?
Wow. Wait, let me see if I can unhook it. Look at it.
Wow.
That's from Chris Jericho right there. Did that, wrote on my wall. So my love for wrestling isn't just WWE, whether it's AEW or, you know, the early days of AWA. If you look up a little bit more, Paul Heyman's ECW. And actually, no, this is National Wrestling Alliance, the original logo for that. And up there's AWA, which is where Vince got most of his talent.
Yes, he
I feel like AWA was like the WWE Farm League.
Yeah,
you know, because he just went over there.
OVW.
Everybody got pulled up right there. Once a month, I would stay up late as a kid, and I would watch the original Saturday Night's Main Event. Back when I was first started watching wrestling as a kid, there was only WrestleMania, SummerSlam, Survivor Series, and Royal Rumble. It was the big four. And then they started creating everything else around it. My one picture with Rick and the tickets were hanging out at Mania. There's JR, Jim Ross right there.
He used to hate when I would announce Raws with him. JR has a thing where if you're pissing him off, he'll grab your arm to shut you up.
So he could finish.
So he could finish, yeah, because he tells the story, and he's a storyteller, and he's the greatest of all time. People think that JR and I don't get along. We always got along. He just didn't like the fact that I was sitting next to him, that's all, you know.
Up on the wall, you see all these, you know, whether it's
Austin 360, there's Cena.
There's Sting.
Andres Ramon, the bad guy.
Scott was so nice. I got a chance to hang out with him many, many times. With him, DDP, Jake, they all lived in the same house. It was like, people should have been filming that. Because they'd hang out and do yoga, and I'm like, this is a sitcom. Why aren't you taking advantage of this? Because DDP always has cameras around him, so I'm like, you guys should be recording.
He always does.
That belt was given to me by my management, my promoters. It's my favorite belt. Out of all the belts, it's the Winged Eagle, and it's autographed by Ultimate Warrior, Shawn Michaels, Bret Hart, and Hulk Hogan.
Wow.
So I've done shows over the years, and I've got to hang out with you know, like I had Jake on my tour bus. It was a good time. That's typical Jake.
Yeah, right? Classic Jake.
Anybody who knows Jake. Yeah. So this moment was so cool because I saw them in the hallway and they saw me and they geeked out over me, and I'm like, shut up. And I thought that was the coolest thing. I'm like, both of you are massive.
Oh my God.
And so I said, hey, can we take a picture? And that's why I look like I'm terrified. Because I am.
Yeah.
They're big guys. But that's such an awesome photo. Rest in peace, Bray.
Oh, man.
And Brahm is just, he's such a character. He was in Vegas recently. I was there. He found out that I was at the hotel, and he starts blowing everybody. Did you tell Fluffy to bring his ass out here? And I'm like, no. I know how that ends. And then the first time I was on Tribute to the Troops, I did a thing with Miz. It was a lot of fun. They tried to get me in the ring. I'm just, my man 48. It hurts. No. The most special photo on the wrestling wall has to be, I was hanging out with Steve, Stone Cold.
Oh.
And what? We did something very random. We went and got pedicures because the man takes good care of his feet. We were shooting crossbows and then racing Camaros. So I told him, hey, you want to race Camaros? Because I had a Trans Am and he just bought a Camaro. So we raced Camaros, then we shot crossbows, and we ended the night with shots and petties.
And petties.
And petties. So yeah, awesome moment right here. Right next to it is just a picture of me by myself.
Yeah.
It's just me. I know, right? It's so random. I would just take a photo alone. Yeah, it's just me right there. I've got a chance to work with him a few times. I did a movie called Ferdinand. He played a bull.
Yes.
It's a cartoon, and so I played one of the voices.
I love
in
the
that
poster.
movie.
Yeah.
And so I got a chance to do a whole press tour with John. He was super nice. Super
Oh,
nice.
he's the greatest guy. He's the greatest
Recently, he did a movie. I was at the premiere on the red carpet, and I went dressed as John. So I dressed up. I had my jean shorts, which are stock, and I put on a classic Cena shirt, the wristbands, the hat, and I went with the classic title from WCW.
I bet he loved that.
He stopped everything he was doing in the red carpet, and he walked over to me, which I thought was the coolest thing. So many awesome moments here. Look at this. This is not a lot of people can say that they put their hands on Piper and stuffed his face with food. I am one of those people. I did an episode of Mike Tyson's Hot Boxing, where basically you smoke weed with Mike Tyson. And there's two people that I've smoked weed with where I was not sure what was going to happen to me. One was Snoop Dogg, the other was Mike Tyson. And when I showed up there, I was a fan, so I showed up with my stack of pictures. And after smoking with him, my heart was just right. I don't know what that was laced with, but I don't remember the interview. But I asked him if he would sign that picture for me.
Oh my gosh! Now the big question is the coach somehow going to make it onto a wall in here? Because I feel like I'm not worthy of this wall.
Oh, stop it!
I swear. I swear.
It.
Big Show.
My little girl dog Risa, who was already tiny, but in the palm of Big Show. Are you kidding? Look at her eyes. She's like, oh my god!
People don't realize how big his hands are. He can hold a Pepsi can, and you can't see it.
When he holds a Pepsi can, it looks like you're holding one of those 6-ounce, the little tiny ones.
Yes.
He had his own show called The Big Show on Netflix, and I was doing Mr. Iglesias at the same time, and we did a cross collab episode. I was on one of his episodes, he was on one of mine.
Yeah.
He liked doing this thing where he'd in the ring, he'd pop somebody in the chest. Well, I had a bunch of guys, including my boy Juan over here, and they all wanted to see. I said, anybody who can take that, I'll give you $100. And so there was a row of people taking off their shirts. All right, and he loved it. He was just, bam, and then here's $100, and there'd be a big red palm. And so Juan can say he got popped by Big Show and by DDP. DDP also loves that's his hello. Yeah. And I always tell him, I go, dude, I'm not a wrestler. Why? This is like borderline, abuse, man. He likes to pop you. Juan says that DDP hits harder than Big Show when it comes to that palm. WWE gave this to me for performing at Dodger Stadium.
Wow.
They know that I'm a big supporter, a big fan. Whether I'm on doing an interview or TV, I always talk about my love for wrestling. And so I think that I don't know if it was Triple H or whoever it was at the time that said that I deserved one of these. And next thing you know, this showed up.
From somebody who was there a long period of time, to have somebody like yourself respect the business, respect what we do, respect what the guys do, and understand what it's all about. This was genuine, 100% genuine, because not a lot of the people out there do. They either do it because, I can get
They're trying
clicks.
To promote something.
Correct.
Yeah,
correct. And you truly,
I would get mad when I would see celebrities on Raw or something, and I'm like, they don't even like it. They don't even know what the finishing move. They don't know the name of the wrestler. They don't know. Oh my god! It was stressful.
This is how Fluffy works differently. We took a picture 2 minutes ago, and they're already printed out.
Yeah,
that's how he works.
Because that's how I roll.
That's how you roll.
That's how I roll.
My brother, I can't appreciate you enough for taking us through your
I feel offended that you're trying to close the show. You can't close the show until you've ridden the Fluffy scooter. The Fluffy scooter is anything. It's everything. It's how we get around this building.
Okay.
Wow. You know what? You're going gangster today. Yeah, so I got to make sure you're controlled right. You're not. Okay. You're not on turtle. You're on rabbit.
Oh my god. Okay.
So, all right. You're active. There we goes. All right. This is what senior life is going to be like.
Oh my god. This is so much fun. Oh my god.
Can you not run me over?
This is what happens. You make Fluffy shoot the video. That's gangster. We could literally spend a week here, but Gabe, I got to tell you, I can't even believe the time you've given us, and what you put together is nothing short of amazing. So thank you very much.
Thank you. Yeah, put our heads together. Look at this shit. Look at. Fight of the huevos right here, man.
the one and only Fluffy. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Let's go. Next time.